Hey YouTube, what's up? Doing a unboxing video here for you. I've got a priority mailbox. We'll see what's in here. I think I know, but you know, you're always surprised. Cool, man. This is a full and heavy box that we had here, so there you go. All right, so first things first, we'll get these bigger packages out of the way. I'm gonna put the smalls. Looks like we've got some, man, these aren't even wheat scents. These look like they might be Indian heads. I'm not 100% sure, but we will take a look and see. It looks like that's what I saw from the first view of the back. I'm gonna save some of this bubble wrap. Good for shipping stuff out. Avoid having to buy myself supplies. Yeah, this is Indian heads. Really cool, 1900 01. So you got 1900s, 01s, 02, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8s at the bottom on that one. So there's 20 Indian heads, and here is another 20. And these are 1900, 01, 2, 3. One of them's got a hole in it. A couple of them look pretty good, in pretty good shape. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7, no, 8s in this one, but all the years from 1900 on. So here we go. We've got a start, and I think this is what caught my eye right here is this particular bill. If you look at the serial number, it's got a star on it. So, and there's another one back here as well. So I think this was a lot. It is a lot of bills. This one is a 57. It's in really good shape. Let's see here. We've got a 4 57s with 1 star note for $8. So $2 a piece for these. There's 4 of them. They're 57s, all of them. 57 A's and B's, and one of them in particular at the top here is a star note. I don't see any others that have, you know, kind of fancy serials or anything like that. But still really cool, very collectible, very resellable. Same thing here, but these are 35s. So you have, other than the folds on the corners, a really good shape 35. You've got a star note, and then you've got another 35. And these are all no motto on the back. They have no motto. And next thing we got here, pretty cool. Now this said it was a 40% silver, and these are really in nice shape. These are BU, all of them. These are Ike $72S, all 3. You know, cool thing about these, it says they're silver. I will pull them out. Actually, I can kind of see through the flip here. You look at the edge, and if you can see the copper, then you know they're not, and they mismarked. But most of the time, you know, collectors that you're buying this stuff from, I mean, they have searched through and picked these. This guy's got, you know, his own gradings on here, MS 66 and 68. I don't know that I would agree or are qualified to, but you know, anyway, 71 S's across the board. Again, 40%ers, all silver Ikes. These are pretty cool. You know, in the silver, these are pretty common coins. Silver is maybe a little less common. There's a little something on the back of that one. I probably changed those out. And then here's a 70 mint set, and it looks like, I mean, it hasn't barely been opened. It looks like it's just been sealed for years. But that's a 70 mint set, proof set. It's got the proof silver half, so that's 40% silver half. We've had like a 25-cent drop in silver price in the last day, but those Ikes, those silver 40% Eisenhower dollars are still $5.13 worth of silver. On melt, they've got 0.3162 troy ounces. And so as a result, you end up with, for $15, you're getting them for, yesterday even more, like $1, but today, about 50 cents under spot price for these. Of course, you got shipping and a buyer's premium, so probably washes out or even end up paying a little over spot slightly, but that's okay. That's just the benchmark, right? I mean, that's what I look at when I look at the spot price. It's not that I have to get stuff for that. Depending on what I want, what I like, what's appealing to me, but at the same time, it's a question of, it's just setting a benchmark for what I want to spend. Okay, so we've got this next lot here. These are half dollars. This is a 43, and it is in really pretty good shape. I mean, it's got some markings on it, but the detail, the wear is limited, as you can see. No mint mark, so that's a 43. Another 43 here, similar condition, no mint mark. Another 43. This one is in almost uncirculated. This is a really, I'm going to show you guys a close-up on this coin. Just take a look at that. That is a superb quality. Half dollar. 43, no mint mark. You can see all the feathers. There's really like no wear on this to speak of. So, almost uncirculated there. So we've got another one, almost the same thing. I mean, almost identical to that. That's a 43 with no mint mark. And I'm telling you, this thing is also another one just like that. I mean, it's just gorgeous, but it almost looks like the silver dollars, because they have a similar design, but or same design, but they're, these are smaller, and these are really in really good shape. Not much wear to speak of, if any. And then we got a 1914 S Barber half. Here's some more 43s. This one's in average condition. It's got some wear, visible wear, still decent. Good, really, but I think there was one in here. Yeah, that's the one. There's another 43 in good shape. And then this last one is like, again, it's one of these 43s that's almost uncirculated. If you can see that, but the details are very good. This one has a little more wear than the other two did, but close grade. And then another Barber 1915 S. And then I got a Morgan here. This is an 1892 S Morgan. So there's an S mint mark. It's an 1892. You can see it's in circulated condition, probably, good, fine, but like fine to good, somewhere in there. Pretty worn, maybe even worse than that, maybe coal, but let's see here, what do we have next? Oh, it looks like more halves. So these are all Barbers, I believe. Yeah, they are. So let's just go through them one by one. I've seen those. So this is an 06D. It's the 07. Oh. And a lot of these I picked up just specifically because, I have the year. I didn't have the mint mark maybe. Filling out a book of these. There's a 7S. And, I'm filling out the book, and when I get complete with it, probably turn around and sell it, just, somewhat completed. 7S. So there's the entire, I think that rounds me out on the 7s. This is 12. It's pretty worn, but it's 1912. No mint mark on that one. 1909S. Yeah, I specifically picked some of the years out that were up for sale. They just had them like individually selling, and so I got this 09S because I did not have it. You can see prices on these, $6 and $7 typically, probably what people were paying for them when they bought them. This is a 12S. There's the 12S. What shall we see here? Oh wow, so it says light toning. These are Walking Liberty half in AU, definitely AU condition. There's some toning on this coin right here you can kind of make out, but you can see the luster is still pretty good on these. And I'm not going to take another flip this very minute, but those are pretty cool. So I got these for $8 each. It's a 39 and a 43. And so it's a little bit over spot, but in really, really superb condition. AU or better, I would say. These are 43s and 42s in the same kind of condition, like just the detail is all still there. It's beautiful. Those were $7.75 each. Then I got a 62 Canadian $1. You guys have seen me unbox one of these on the last auction that I picked one up at. I always flip them the wrong way. This is not, this might be a proof, but like a almost uncirculated proof or circulated proof. Either that or I'm gonna have to look at it a little closer. It might just be a BU. It's got a little toning or something. Anyway, then a 65. $1. There's a 66, same thing. And then we've got an 02. There's an 02, no mint mark, pretty worn, but there's an 02 Barber. So run that one out. So big, I feel some big coins coming on. All right, guys. This is a 2000 Silver Eagle in, in typical kind of BU condition. It is a beautiful coin. I have one of these already. I'm gonna add this one. This will round me out. 2 of everything, right? So that's pretty cool. And then a 1968 25 peso. Really cool design on the front. This is the one from the Mexican Olympics. So 72 pure 25 peso coin. And you can see the dancing guy on the front over the Olympic rings. And it's really cool, 1968. There's $8.44 worth of silver in it. So today's prices, paid a couple bucks over, but I really just dig the designs. I think these are super cool coins. I mean, at at $10 a piece, I'd buy a bunch of them if they came up more frequently. Here's a 77 20 grammer, 0.72 silver again. This is a 77 CN peso. It's got that same cool eagle with the snake design, sitting perched on a cactus. And then finally, out of that little wrapper, we've got an 83 1 ounce Libertad. A little bit of mint set packaging here, so I'm just going to stack those on top of the other stuff for now, so you can see what it is. But we've got a 64 Canadian mint set. And so that mint set right there has a few silver coins in it. Very cool. Let's see what year this was again. 64 was $16. So the low spot price, over an ounce. well below, actually. See, it's even got a certificate of authenticity in there, so you kind of know what you're getting. I don't know if it's the original envelope or not, but you can see what comes with these. These cards are pretty cool. This off to the side. This is a 67 set. Again, $16. Got 1.1 ounces of silver in it. So, you know, I mean, buying it, it's one way to buy silver below spot right here. And that's got the Canadian Goose on the back. It's a 67. Now this says it's a 67 bicentennial. It's got the stamp on the front saying that. It's pretty cool. It's got a side opening. Little cardstock in there. Looks like this one. Yeah, that last one's the same thing, just a little different packaging. And this one's got toning on the 10 cent, which is also silver. But the cool thing about these is they've got animals all on the coins on the back. The face of the coin is Elizabeth on all of them, Queen Elizabeth II. And another one, this is a 65 silver set. So this is one where, you know, you want to just take a look and see. But there you go. There's a 65. The canoe, the coat of arms. This one's got a moose and a beaver. They do a lot of animals on the back of their coins in Canada. But you've got 1.1 ounces of silver in each one of those. This is a 1960, it says. There is 2 cards. And you've got a proof set here with a Franklin 1960 half. I want to say that's a large date. I'm going to have to look back at the rules on it again to remember exactly what the differences are, but I think that's a large date penny. The 60 was a year they had large and small. I don't know if there's much variation in value, but you've got, you know, 2 different variations for collectability. So anyway, that's a 60 set. Now on to the sort of second to last greatest item in this particular auction winnings is this particular partial. This is a partial 1958 US Mint set, and you can see what it says on there. This is a half set, so I gotta look at exactly what it's got in it to tell you, but they're saying $150. I would bet that's what they paid for this. They probably go for about twice that. This is the original way that the sets used to come from the mint before they started putting them in the cellophane. And I'm going to go ahead and look here. So this would be brilliant uncirculated. And you see they get crazy toning on them as a result of being in this non-acid free paper that they're wrapped in. So it's kind of crazy. And they've, you know, usually one side is faced and the other side's not. But these are Philly mint, you can tell. Just from the dime I'm looking at, I can tell you that these are Philadelphia. So, you know, you would typically have a board like this for your Philly. You'd have one side all face down, the other side all face up. And then you would have a second set in a board like this for the Denver and another one for San Francisco if San Francisco produced any mint sets that year. So this was the same thing but 1955 set. And it's missing one of the halves, but it has the rest. But pretty cool. I've got a couple of these in my collection with the Philadelphia and San Francisco, going back to, you know, about 53, where they start to jump in value pretty considerably. And I just find them extremely cool. Anyway, last but not least, I got one more item here, which was pretty amazing to me. I saw this thing going for literally, you know, I think it was listed for 30 on the last bid, and I said, you know, I'm just gonna hit that one time and see if I can get it. My bid stood at $40 or $50 for the longest time. I mean, it was almost to the close. And then I ended up getting in a little bidding war because I hadn't set a maximum that was very high. I got in a little bid off with one of the other bidders at this auction, but what this is, it's 1937 to 1966, assorted Canadian, and I got 100 of them in this bag. I'll count them out, but what you're gonna see is, yeah, sorry, 80%, not 90, but my calculations on the dollar value was right. I got it off Coinflation, as you know. So this is 100, 37 to 66 assorted date Canadian quarters in 80% silver. So this bag right here has, let's see here, $243.14 worth of silver that I got for $171. So if you take $171 and divide it by 243.14, I paid 70% of spot value, of spot price. So I got these at 30% off of spot. I mean, you just can't find silver cheaper than that anywhere. And so it's why I look for opportunities like this. And, you know, starting with $40 or $50, I just was freaking out that I was going to get a super steal. And then somebody recognized what I did and was willing to go all the way up with me. You know, maybe they got in the 150 or 160 range and just felt like they'd hit their max. But, you know, anything 15 or 20% below on a bulk purchase like this, I was looking to take advantage of. So thanks for tuning in, and until next time, guys, remember to like and subscribe. Value Hunter out.